Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 68th Annual Lebanon Valley College Athletics All-Sports Reception. I'm Tom Clement. I'd like to welcome all of our guests, our parents, our coaches, our staff, and especially our student athletes to our reception this evening. It's one of our oldest and most unique traditions. It brings together all of our athletic programs to celebrate another year of outstanding achievement. Tonight, we will recognize the numerous accomplishments of nearly 600 student athletes from 25 NCAA Division III programs. Before we begin, a special thank you goes out to our seniors. Your commitment to your team, your coaches, Dutchman Athletics, and Lebanon Valley College as a whole has led LVC to greater heights than ever before in the school's history. We're forever grateful to you and your families for your dedication to the college over the years, and we encourage you all to come back often and remain an active member of the LVC family. And before we get started, we'd like to take this time to thank a number of guests in attendance with us. First, President of Lebanon Valley College, Dr. Louis E. Thane is with us. Also here tonight, our Director of Student Engagement, Todd Snobble. Skip Dellinger from the class of 1963 is also with us, as is LVC Athletic Hall of Famer Bob Stoll and his wife Nancy from the class of 1964. We thank you all for coming and for being here to celebrate with us tonight. And now to offer his welcome and to kick things off in style, here's the President of Lebanon Valley College, Dr. Louis Evans Thane.
Well, good evening. It's great to see everyone, and I hope you've had enough ice cream. It's really an honor for me to be here and to offer greetings to all of our student athletes and all of the friends and family who are here as well. But I do want to begin by thanking the athletic staff. I want to thank Rick Beard. I want to thank Stacy Hollinger, all the coaches who are here, all of the assistant coaches, all of the athletic trainers, all those people who take care of the equipment and the fields and really make this program possible and make it really a superb athletic program that all of you can participate in and be a part of. Round of applause, please, for all of them. And as I said, a very special welcome to parents and family members who are here. I see many of you out here. I was at the, I guess it was the Hood College men's lacrosse game the other day. It was pouring rain, it was pretty damp and cold. And there were quite a few parents in the stands. That was really a tough game. And I haven't been at an LVC athletic contest that parents haven't been there, family members and friends. That kind of support means a great deal. And the blue and white members as well have just been so supportive of this program. Thanks so much, and a round of applause please for them as well. To our student athletes, it's really been a pleasure to watch you compete. I am able to come to a number of contests during the year, and I wander in to games, to practices, and to see the work that you're doing, to see how much you put into those practices, and to competing for Lebanon Valley College really makes me proud and all of us proud. I know the trade-offs you make, the discipline you have, and the occasional disappointments and even injuries that are a part of sport. I also know that you have an experience on campus that really no one else has, that experience of team accomplishment as well as individual accomplishment that really is part of athletics. You also have something called game day. That day has a very special feeling to it. It is when things come together or need to come together, and when you put on the Lebanon Valley College jersey and represent your college so well. I'm honored to see the seniors, and I look forward to the awards that the seniors will receive tonight. You've had a terrific career here, and I've been able to watch all of it. It's been a privilege to see your accomplishments, and I look forward to celebrating them this evening. You've all had an amazing year, truly an amazing year in athletics at LBC. Let's see, 22 of 25 of our teams are competing in postseason play. As Tom Clemick said, almost 600 student athletes. 3 MAC Senior Scholar Athletes of the Year, the highest and most prestigious award that the MAC can give. 5 academic All-Americans, NCAA records by Sammy Voss, Greta Wiedemoyer, and Olivia Gingerescu. A great ECAC championship by the men's soccer team. And of course, the football's win over Albright and the March on Kreiderheim, which was really one of the great days. I want to add some other accomplishment too, and that is the support you've given one another. The Step Up program, which really started off this year, and which has been very much a part of our culture in athletics. And speaking on behalf of the faculty and the staff, we recognize how much you love the game, how proudly you represent Lebanon Valley College, and that feeling of pride and competition extends to all of us from you. Thank you all for all that you've done and contributed to LBC. Go Valley.
Thank you, President Dane. Joining us now for his opening remarks, LBC Director of Athletics, Rick Beard.
Thanks, Tom. And thank you, President Thane, for your continued support. We really appreciate everything you do for us. As Tom mentioned, this is a 68th annual All Sports reception. So back to 1949, LBC student athletes, coaches, faculty, administrators come together annually to celebrate the achievements of LBC athletics. This event is representative of the long and rich athletic history of Lebanon Valley College. And no, I know many of you are going to ask, I wasn't at that first one, so cross that off your list. In 1949, the college only sponsored 5 men's sports. Football, basketball, baseball, track and field, and tennis, and only 2 sports for women, field hockey and basketball. And going back and looking at this, according to the Lebanon Daily News article that reported on the first banquet, male athletes were awarded L varsity letters to recognize their achievement, while the female athletes on those early teams were not recognized at all. And much has changed. But much has remained the same as well. Our athletes are still student first, and they still remain passionate about their sport and loyal to their team and to LBC. I couldn't be more proud to stand in front of you, at all you student athletes that represent LBC in the classroom, in the community, on the field, ice, pool, track, and court. The primary value of Division III athletics focuses on a time of learning and growth and a chance to follow passions and develop potential. Our athletes, all of you, push yourselves to excellence and build upon the academic success with new challenges and life skills. The competition you enjoy and truly love sport that you choose to play. I applaud all of our athletes for a great year. I have truly enjoyed watching each and every one of you compete. I am also very appreciative of the many student athletes and coaches who dedicated their time and effort this academic year with various community service projects sponsored by our teams. They range from Adopt a Highway, Reading to Elementary School students, Habitat for Humanity projects, Relay for Life, Military Appreciation Game, the Pink Game, and just this morning, the lacrosse team over the Headstrong run for the Headstrong Foundation. And there's been many others. In total, there were over 30 team projects. Those were just the ones that I could count. And over 3,000 service hours. You've truly made an impact in this community, and I thank you for your efforts. A special congratulations and thanks to the seniors who have represented themselves, their teams, and LBC in an exceptional way throughout their careers. Thank you, seniors, and thank your families for all you have done for LBC Athletics and the college. I wish you the best of luck, and you will be missed, and come back often. I would like to take a minute to thank the members of our staff for the enormous pride they take in making LBC athletics the best it can be. I'm very fortunate to have the best athletic staff in the country. Our coaches and staff get it. They understand the athletic experience is about more than winning. They understand that what we do is to help prepare them for the next 60 years of their lives. But I can tell you, we do love to win. And we will continue to win. And we will continue to win with class and humility. And again, I want to reiterate President Thane and thanking the staff, Associate Athletic Director Stacy Holland, I thank you. All of our head coach and assistant coaches that work with our student athletes every day and assist them in becoming the best athlete and person they can be. I also want to thank a group of people, Mike Blair from our PT faculty that helped with our human performance, Jared Hatz, our head strength and conditioning coach, and Dan France and Matt Bowles for helping in that area. Our sports medicine team, Coach Yaz, thank you. Been a great addition. Megan, Marguerite, Abby, and Courtney, thank you guys all for everything you do. Justin and Jim in the equipment room, thank you. A very special thank you this evening, though. A special person in our department I would like to thank. That person is Pam Hilligas, our administrative assistant. At the end of this academic year, Pam will be retiring from this position. Pam is instrumental in facilitating the day-to-day operations of our department. Pam, I'm so happy for you and Bob, and you will now be able to travel and be with your family. I can tell you I'm even more happy that you've decided to stay in this position on a part-time basis, because without you, our department and programs wouldn't be the same. I appreciate all you do every day. I want to give a big round of applause to Pam Hilligas and our whole staff. Well deserved. Certainly last but not least, and I would never forget, our MC this evening, our Director of Athletics Communication, Tom Clemming, and his assistant, Mike Freeman, our Director of Athletics Communication. Thank you for all you do, Tom. Turn the program back over to Tom. Thank you and enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Rick. At this time, please welcome men's soccer senior Brad Wood. He's here tonight to offer our invocation. He's got a long walk here.
Let us pray. Dear God, I thank you for this day and for the opportunity to come together to celebrate a great year full of incredible memories for everyone here. I thank you for the people in this room who all come together to make the LBC athletic community so special. I pray for a good evening looking back on the many achievements from the teams, individuals, coaching staffs, and the athletic department throughout this year. Lord, bless this time together, and I pray that we continue to be with the spring sports who prepare for the postseason. I pray all this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Brad. And before we get to our fall MVPs, we'd like to continue our tradition at this reception where we ask a number of our seniors to reflect on their time and careers at Lebanon Valley College. Our first speaker from the fall sports, field hockey player, Sarah DiMaggio.
Hi everyone. As graduation approaches, I look back at my 4 years here at LBC, and nothing stands out to me more than my time as an experienced player on the field hockey team. We all know that being a student athlete is not easy, It takes time, sacrifice, and dedication. There are endless hours of training and practice on top of all the responsibilities we have as students, such as studying, writing papers, and exams. We have all spent hours upon hours on bus rides for away games, trying to decide whether to do homework or take a nap. I usually chose nap and suffered the consequences of an all-nighter later that night. Being a student athlete is all about balance. At LBC, student athlete often means so much more than that. Student athletes are some of the most involved and passionate people I have met here at LBC, involving themselves in anything and everything that they can. Being a student athlete can sometimes be chaotic. I know I'm not the only one that has found themselves running from class with 3 different bags and backpacks, only to get to the locker room and realize somehow none of them had the pair of sneakers that I needed. But despite the craziness, I wouldn't trade my time at LBC as a student athlete for anything in the world. I have learned so much, how to find confidence in myself and how to grow into someone that can lead and inspire others. Games and refs have taught me that life is not always fair, but my coaches and teammates have reminded me that in the end, hard work, dedication, and passion truly do pay off. I actually think that it is precisely the craziness of being a student athlete that makes it such an amazing experience. Looking back, it's not the games that we won by 5 or 6 goals that really stand out to me. It's the times where we were singing and dancing in the locker room and where we laughed so hard on bus rides that we cried. It's the moments where we were suffering through 3 days or running sprints in the pouring rain. It's the come from behind wins in the last 30 seconds and double overtime wins. It's when maybe we came up short, but put up a hell of a fight against the best team in the nation. Through the ups and downs, embarrassing moments that became inside jokes, teammates that became family, a sport changed my life forever. I will always be grateful for my time here as a student athlete at LBC. To the underclassmen, cherish every opportunity that you have to spend with your teammates and to represent LBC playing the sport you love. When times get tough, remember why you play. For yourself, your teammates, LBC, and the love of the game. Most importantly, embrace the craziness because although being a student athlete at LBC isn't always easy, it is most definitely worth it.
At this time, we'll start to announce our most valuable players for each of our qualifying programs. We'll also be recognizing our seniors with their team before we announce each MVP. Our first team we'll honor tonight, cross country. Our head coach is James O'Brien. Our assistant coaches this year were Logan Stroman, Nicole Basilio, Mike and Cynthia Harnish, Andrew Geltz, Melissa Kite. Our men's captains were Ian Brown, Nick Scullin, and Stephen Shelley. Our women's captains, Lauren Decker, Sarah Groh, and Becca Siller. And our seniors, Ian Brown, Lauren Decker, Nick Scullin, Stephen Shelley, Becca Sittler, Stephen Chappell, Ben Tanner, Michael Gang, Kevin Johnson, Ibsen Powers, Josiah Schendel, Alexa Muffley, and Jeanette Trott. Our men's MVP earned first team All-MAC recognition. Thanks to an 8th place finish at the conference championship meet, he was named MAC Academic All-Conference, and he earned USTF CCCA All-Academic Honors to lead Lebanon Valley this fall. Our men's cross-country MVP is Nick Scullin. Our women's MVP was second team All-MAC thanks to a 15th place finish at the league's championship event in October. She was also named to the USTF CCCA All-Academic team after the most consistent season of her career this fall. Our women's cross-country MVP is Hannah Keurig. Next, we have field hockey, and our head coaches here, Amber Corcoran. Our assistant coaches, Aaron Vaney-Gares and Becky Elliott, and the team was managed by Alex Renninger. Our captains were also our seniors, Megan Arnst, Sarah DiMaggio, Britt Fleischer, Katie Stevens, and Rachel Youngs. Our field hockey MVP was an NFHCA second team all-region pick. She was tabbed MAC first team all-conference for the third year in a row, and she earned academic all-conference honors as well. She's one of the team's co-leaders in total points with 21, and she was named the MAC Commonwealth Player of the Week after helping lead LBC to a win over number 9, William Smith, in September. Our field hockey MVP is Maddie Fox. Next up, we have football. Our head coach, Joe Beeler. Assistant coaches, Vince Panalone, Mark Costello, Jack Beidler, Tyler George, Mark Painter, Bill Giovino, Mac Gross, Jason Bullerston, Corey Wenger, David Coleman, Lloyd Hill, Jason Rice, Ben Giles, and Andrew Livingston. Our team was managed by J.R. Kapatch and Kerry Buffenmeyer. Our captains were Tom Gallagher, Travis Saylor, and Brian Weller. And our seniors, Corey Keene, Mike Gavel, Kyle Zimnick, Ben Petrie, Kyle Murray, Jermaine McQueen, Brendan Irving, Anthony Sorbin, Brian Kingshill, Anthony Caruso, Brian Weller, Bob Van Horn, Trey Manning, Travis Saylor, Mike Cicchini, and J.R. Kapatch. For football this year, we have offensive, defensive, and special teams MVPs. The offensive MVP was named second team All-MAC after an historic senior season that saw him become LBC's all-time rushing leader with 4,012 career yards on the ground. He rushed for nearly 900 yards and a pair of touchdowns this fall and was tabbed MAC Academic All-Conference for the first time. Congratulations to our offensive MVP, Brendan Irving. Our next MVP was the team's anchor in the secondary and the team's leading tackler with 68 on the year. He made 47 solo stops and added an interception, a forced fumble, and a team-high 6 pass breakups, en route to earning an All-MAC honorable mention nod. Congratulations to our defensive MVP, Kyle Murray. And our special teams MVP, he wreaked havoc for LBC's kick coverage unit this fall. He finished the season with 11 tackles and a fumble recovery, which came on a muff punt during the team's season-ending victory over Albright. For his efforts, he was named the MAC Special Teams Player of the Week, and he earned a spot in the D3Football.com Team of the Week in November. Our special teams MVP is Tyler Hodges. Our next team, men's soccer, head coach, Charlie Grimes. Assistant coaches, Tim Mayle and Matt Fry. Our seniors were Ian McGinnis, Gabe's Decision, John Koch, Cam Alexander, Ryan Pugh, Alex Detweiler, Bradley Mayle, John McHale, and Brad Wood. Our men's soccer MVP was named NSCAA All-Region for the first time in his career after helping lead LBC to its first ever national ranking and ECAC championship this fall. He was named MAC Commonwealth First Team All-Conference following a stellar senior campaign. Our men's soccer MVP is Alex Detweiler. Our next team, women's soccer. Head coach, Todd Hoffer. Assistant coach, Cole Warner. Team captain, Sammy Boss. Seniors, Aaron Angelini, Taylor Reinhold, Jonna Garbrick, Laura Zimmerman, Sammy Boss, Sam Wright, Kristen Robeson, Mackenzie Murray, and Kara Strack. Our women's soccer MVP will go down as one of the best players in program history. She's LBC's all-time leader in total points and goals scored. She was named NSCAA Second Team All-Region for the third year in a row. She earned a spot in the MAC Commonwealth All-Conference First Team after leading the Dutchman with 19 goals. She was named MAC Academic All-Conference, COSIDA Academic All-District, before capping their senior season by earning COSIDA Academic All-America First Team honors in November. Congratulations to our women's soccer MVP, Sammy Boss. Next up, we have volleyball. Our head coach, Wayne Perry. Assistant coaches, Diana Perry, John Swift, and Ed Lynch. Our captain, Greta Weidenmoyer. Our seniors were Allie Cable, Morgan Webb, and Greta Weidenmoyer. Our volleyball MVP capped her incredible 4-year career by earning her 3rd straight ABCA All-America Honorable Mention nod. She was named an ECAC All-Star and a MAC Commonwealth First Team All-Conference selection to go along with the COSIDA Academic All-District accolade and the prestigious MAC Senior Scholar Athlete Award. This fall, she was named just the 2nd ABCA National Player of the Week in program history, before finishing off her senior campaign by winning an NCAA statistical championship in the category of triple doubles with 11. Our volleyball MVP is Greta Weidenmoyer. And before we move on to our winter MVPs, I'd like to take this moment to recognize some of our student athletes who earned the top achievements in their sports this past season, dating back to last spring. We'll begin with our Conference Rookies of the Year. From last year's outdoor men's track and field season, Blake Lutz. From this year's winter men's ice hockey campaign, Cole Hepler. In addition, we have 5 student athletes named their conference's Player of the Year dating back to last spring. From the 2016 women's lacrosse season, Emily Moats. From the 2016 women's golf season, Megan Kimmel. From the 2016 softball season, Sammy Boss. And from both the 2016 women's outdoor track and field and the 2017 women's indoor track and field seasons, Olivia Gingereski. And as President Thane mentioned, we also had 3 student athletes earn the MAC's highest athletic and academic honor in the MAC Senior Scholar Athlete Award. From volleyball, we have Greta Weidenmoyer. A 2-time recipient for indoor and outdoor track and field was Olivia Gingereski. And from softball, we had Sammy Boss. And finally, we've had 3 student athletes earn All-America honors and 2 more earn academic All-America honors dating back to last spring. And they are from last year's cross-country and track and field seasons, Kelsey Patrick. From last spring's softball season, Sammy Boss. From volleyball this fall, Greta Weidenmoyer. From men's soccer this fall, Nate Gibbons. And from the 2016 and 17 indoor seasons, as well as the 2016 outdoor track and field campaign, Olivia Gingereski. Congratulations to all you guys, that's awesome. And at this time, I'd like to ask our next senior student athlete speaker to share his thoughts. For men's ice hockey, we have Joey Labonte. He's going to walk through.
Howdy. So, it's a pretty hard thing to do, sum up 4 years in about 3 minutes. But when I was at home yesterday eating dinner with my parents, and we were talking about, how these 4 years made me who I am today. And my mom said, Joey, I'm just so proud of you. You've really just grown so much as a person. And I laughed, as I always do, just thinking it's typical mother love. And then I started getting to think about where I've been and where this program has went. When I first got here, we were a middle-of-the-pack club hockey team, and we liked to party more than we liked to play. And a shift in mindset came my sophomore year, and we started realizing, hey, we have something here. There's something really here. We can make this program everything we've ever wanted to be. All our dreams can come true. So we started working, and we worked every day outside the ice and on the ice, and it just never stopped. And I'm so humbled to be a part of a program that has went from low standards to high standards, playing one of the best conferences in Division III hockey. I'm humbled to be surrounded by such a great group of guys who have given me so much and have been such a big support system. Coach, thank you for always believing in me when a lot of people didn't. And to all of you out there, keep dreaming. Chase everything you've ever wanted because you can do it. You have such a big support system around you. These people, they love you, they care for your parents, your professors. Everyone wants you to succeed. And you can make this world what you always wanted it to be. Thank you.
And now we'll start our major awards tonight with the presentation of the Female Sportsmanship Award. This award is given to a female student athlete who plays the game the right way and represents her team and Lebanon Valley College in an outstanding manner. Here to present the award, once again, women's soccer head coach Todd Hofford.
Sportsmanship is defined as ethical, appropriate, polite, and fair behavior while participating in a game or athletic event. When an athlete plays by the rules, is fair to his or her opponent, and is gracious when he or she loses, this is an example of sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship is important not only as a practice of etiquette and respect in sports, but also because it helps teach young athletes good behavior that carries over into other aspects of life. The winner of this award this year truly defines this definition. Not only is she a leader both on and off the field of play, but she is the model of someone who is concerned and caring for every one of her teammates and opponents. Her love of sport and people in general is what truly sets her apart. She is always smiling and is always looking at the positive in every situation. If a teammate or opponent has fallen, she is always there to pick them up, brush them off, and wish them luck on the next play. She does not boast to be the best player on the field, just the one that will give it all, or give her all at every time and moment, and be the best player that she can be, and nothing more. When she is finished in the game, her next concern is to congratulate her opponent and inspire her teammates on their play. For her, it is all about setting a truly fantastic example. It is truly an honor to be around her and coach her on the soccer field. Because of these attributes, she is a person that will be successful at anything she pursues in life. It is my honor to announce the recipient of the 2017 Sportsmanship Award, to Tiana Shaw.
Congrats, Steve. We'll move on now to the John Zola Memorial Award. This award is given in memory of football student athlete John Zola and is awarded to a member of the football team who displays the same passion for the game that John did. We are privileged this evening to have with us once again to present the John Zola Memorial Award, John's teammate and LBC Hall of Famer, Bob Stahl.
First of all, I'm truly honored to stand before you to present the John Zola Memorial Awards. It has been mentioned, John has been a teammate of mine. It was just 56 years ago that John was a 19-year-old junior who passed away after the 1961 season opener at Drexel University. Lou Holtz once quoted, "Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do, and attitude determines how well you do it." That pretty much describes John Zola's approach to football and to life. He used the ability he had, his positive attitude and motivation, And that determined his success in a very short lifespan. Since the spring of 1962, the John Zola Award has honored football student athletes that have shown heart, courage, determination as defined by John Zola. Let me tell you a little bit about John. He was 5'7", at 180 pounds. In 1961, our team averaged 5'10", 185. He was one of the rinky dinks, as the coaches call affectionately the second team. We only had 2 teams, there were 25 players. I think you have more cheerleaders now than we had players back in those days. John was a guard in high school, and he was asked to play halfback at Valley. And he worked his butt off in practice to learn the new position. Therefore, he earned an opportunity to play in the open game at Drexel University. Prior to his injury, he caught a 2-point conversion, caught another pass for 8 yards, and he ran 3 plays for 5 yards, and on the last one, he got up after being tackled and collapsed. He was taken to the sideline, and on the bench, he said to the coach, I'm okay, coach. The coach was smart enough not to put him back in, but did take him to the locker room, where shortly thereafter, John collapsed and died the following Monday in the Philadelphia hospital. Individually, each teammate dedicated the season to John. Each teammate adopted John's heart, courage, and determination. We played with John's motivation and his can-do attitude. We stepped on the field, we knew we were going to win. We were playing for John. We were underdogs in every game, yet went on to win all but one. And we won the Mid-Atlantic States Championship, the Southern Division that year. So several years ago, John's teammates and friends raised funds for the Zola Memorial, which is at the west end of this building, with the hope that John's heart, courage, and determination would touch the student athletes of Valley today. And if the student athletes touch John's memorial, he would be touching you. And so, in John's memory, I'm honored to present the 2017 John Zola Memorial Award to the football student athlete that has played with heart, courage, and determination as defined by John Zola. And this goes to Bryant Weller. Bryant is a 2016 team captain. He was the ECAC second team All-Star. He's a 2016 MAC first team All-Conference, 2015 MAC All-Conference honorable mention. The senior center anchored the offensive line that led the way for the top rushing unit in the MAC this season. LBC's offensive line allowed the team's running backs and quarterbacks to rush over 2,000 yards, at 4.3 per attempt, 19 rushing touchdowns this fall. Weller and the rest of the line led the way for running back Brandon Irving to set the program's rushing mark of more than 4,000 yards. Congratulations, Ryan.
And before we begin our winter sports presentations, as Bob alluded to, I'm going to take this time to acknowledge the tremendous support of LVC cheerleading led by head coach Susan Delgado and their seniors, Miranda Evans, Amanda Howard, and team captain Caitlin Partington. In addition to supporting the other LBC teams, cheerleading has also been competing for 2 years now, and we look forward to seeing them develop in the years to come. So thank you to LBC Cheerleading for all your support for our teams throughout the season. Let's give them a round. And our first winter team that will be celebrating here, men's basketball. Our head coach, Brad McAllister. Our assistant coaches are Will Cabrera, Terry Bartlett, and Andrew Capadano. Our managers were Tim Blauk and Isaac Reese. Our team captains were Will Bacanfuso, Travis Conrad, and Andy Orr. And our seniors, Travis Conrad and Tim Blauk. We have co-MVPs this year for men's basketball. Both players earned NABC All-Region honors this winter. They're just the second pair of LBC teammates in program history to earn that accolade in the same season. One was the MAC Commonwealth scoring champion with a 22.4 points per game average. He was named an ECAC South First Team All-Star and was voted to the D3Hoops.com Team of the Week after an historic performance that saw him score 46 points in a win at Albright this winter. The other was pegged All-Region by D3Hoops.com and was named COSIDA Academic All-District after ranking third in the conference with an 18.8 points per game scoring average. Both players were named MAC Commonwealth First Team All-Conference, and both surpassed the 1,000 point mark for their career during their junior campaigns. Congratulations to our men's basketball co-MVPs, Sam Light and Andy Orr. Our next team, women's basketball, and our head coach was Amy Sakaitis. Assistant coaches Kylie Chaklos and Rebecca Pugh. The team was managed by Ali Samanchik. Our team captain was Hillary O, and our seniors were Lexi Lance, Taylor Troutman, and Hillary O. Our women's basketball MVP had a breakout senior season that saw her lead the team with a 14 points per game scoring average and ranked second among Dutchmen by pulling in 6.9 rebounds per contest. She scored a career-high 26 points against Widener in February and was named the MAC Commonwealth Player of the Week. For her efforts, she earned a spot on the MAC Commonwealth All-Conference First Team. Our women's basketball MVP is Hillary O. Our next team, men's ice hockey. Head coach, Don Parsons. Our assistant coaches, John Denver, Sean Maloney, and Dan Willey. Our equipment manager was Alex Buckingham. And our team captains were PJ Heffern, Jake Thomas, and Brendan Thompson. Our seniors were Matt Reno, PJ Heffern, Joey Labani, Cole Godfrey, Jake Thomas, and Brendan Thompson. And we have co-MVPs for men's ice hockey this year. Our first MVP, he burst onto the scene as a freshman to lead the team with 16 goals and 32 total points. He scored 11 of his goals and recorded 9 of his assists against conference competition, and he was named the ECAC West Rookie of the Year for his efforts. Our second MVP started 19 games in goal for the Dutchmen, making 658 saves and racking up an .893 save percentage this winter. Our men's ice hockey co-MVPs are Cole Hepler and Joel Eisenhower. Our next team is women's ice hockey. Our head coaches this winter, Isabel Menard, Don Parsons, and Joey Live. Our new head coach, starting next year, Matt Yinks. And our assistant coaches, Sean Maloney and Sean Holton. Our managers were Alex Buckingham, Tristan Ferguson, and Ashley LaSalle. Our women's ice hockey MVP was a rock in goal for the Dutchmen during their first ever season of competition. She led the nation with 1,123 saves as a freshman. And her .937 save percentage was good enough to rank 17th in the country. She also turned in a pair of 90-plus save performances between the pipes this winter. Our women's ice hockey MVP is Jill Moffitt. Next, we have men's and women's swimming. Our head coach is Mary Gardner. Our assistant coaches are Jim Gardner, Mary Gardner, and Jenna Cato. Our men's captains were Bryce Betts and Garrett Collins. Our women's captains were Katie Frace, Marie Gorman, and Kira Vallon. Our seniors, Bryce Betts, Garrett Collins, Brianna Cosgrove, Katie Frace, Marie Gorman, Kara Hess, Kat Medikovic, Lauren Skorupski, and Kira Vallon. Our women's swimming MVP served as a team captain during her senior campaign and capped her 4-year career by swimming in 7 different events at the 2017 MAC Championship meet, during which she led a pair of relay teams to back-to-back 9th-place finishes. Our women's MVP is Kira Vallon. Our men's swimming MVP capped his outstanding junior season by breaking through and winning his first MAC championship in the 200 fly in February. He also won a pair of silver medals in the 200 IM and the 100 fly. He earned MAC first team all-conference honors in all 3 events, and he broke 7 program records this winter. Our men's MVP is Ian Lloyd. As Ian makes his way up, we're going to switch again to our major awards. Next up, we're going to present the Chuck Maston Memorial Award. This award, which is our oldest annual honor, having been presented every year since 1952, is given to an outstanding male student athlete who displays the ideals of sportsmanship, determination, leadership, and achievement. Here to present the award is men's soccer head coach, Charlie Grimes.
This year's award winner is definitely a great example of a student athlete. Some of his accomplishments during this year: 2nd team all-conference, which in all honesty, anyone that knows him and has followed our team, he should have been 1st team, hands down. COSIDA Academic All-District, MAC Academic All-Conference, and Fall Academic Honor Roll. All this while being a PT major with a 3.74 GPA. 2-time MAC Commonwealth Player of the Week, ECAC South Player of the Week, 26th in the nation in goals against, 19th in the nation in save percentage, 18th in the nation in minutes played. Off the field, a Valley Ambassador, an admissions tour guide, a tutor, athletic game day staff, helping to plan and coordinate service projects, leadership team, among many other things. He would also be one of the first when given an accolade to deflect that praise and give credit to his teammates and the team around him. It is my honor, and he's very deserving of this award, to announce this year's Chuck Maston Memorial Award winner, Cam Avery.
And now for the Honorable Judge John A. Walter Outstanding Scholar Athlete Awards. These awards represent the highest honor for one female and one male scholar athlete here at LBC, recognizing an outstanding combination of athletic and academic achievement. It's named in memory of the late Judge John Walter, who was an LBC graduate and a longtime public address announcer for LBC basketball, who also had a distinguished career as a jurist here in Lebanon County. To present our Women's Award, here is volleyball head coach Wayne Perry.
Before we present the awards to the recipients, I want to recognize the man behind this award, John Walter, Judge John Walter, one of LBC's greatest alums, and arguably the college's biggest sports fan and supporter. Whenever you'd ask the judge how he was doing, he'd clench both fists, look you in the eye, and say, like a bearcat. I think a lot of our older folks remember the judge well. When you talk to him, he'd know how your team did the night before or how the season was going. He'd sincerely ask how the team was getting along.
how does the future look, and excuse me, and how do they feel about themselves. He truly cared about every player and every team and gave his full attention while he talked. But his professional side was even more impressive as a Lebanon County judge. He even finished his career as a president judge in Lebanon. I had the opportunity to sit on a jury for a case where he was the presiding judge. To watch this LBC sports fanatic in his professional role was amazing. Unbelievably well-spoken, meticulous, firm, fair, and the ultimate professional. On top of all this, his resume for college and community service is a list longer than my arm. He truly was an incredible man, and this truly is an incredible award. Now for the award. Academically, Greta is a physical therapy major, grade point average 3.9, Dean's List every semester, 3-time MAC Academic All-Conference, 3-time MAC Fall Academic Honor Roll, MAC Leadership and Success Honor Society, 3-time COSIDA Academic All-District. Athletically, you have to understand a little bit about volleyball. Greta plays middle blocker, middle hitter, which is a person who runs around a lot in the front row, trying to stop the other team. Before her senior season, with the emphasis on before, she achieved numerous Player of the Week honors from the MAC and ECAC, Rookie of the Year and second team MAC her freshman season. Sophomore and junior years, ECAC South first team All-Star, first team All-Star MAC, ABCA Mid-Atlantic All-Region, NCAA Division III Honorable Mention All-American. And then we decided to change her position for her senior year. So she was a setter and a middle hitter. So now she's not only running around in front, she's running around in back, chasing down passes. Probably the oddest combination of positions in volleyball. This season she achieved more MAC and ECAC Player of the Week awards, first team All-MAC again, ABCA Mid-Atlantic Region again, NCAA Division III Honorable Mention All-American again, plus MAC Volleyball Senior Scholar Athlete of the Year, National Player of the Week, NCAA Statistical Champion, across all divisions, most triple doubles for the season, setting assists, digs, and kills. A fierce competitor, tremendous volleyball mind, and a player who has remained humble regardless of the situation or award. Greta, I knew you would take this role, but I never imagined you would take it this far. We are truly proud of you, and Judge Walter would be proud of you too. The 2017 Honorable Judge A. Walter Outstanding Scholar Athlete Award goes to Greta Weidenberg.
And now here to present the men's award is men's lacrosse head coach John Haas.
It's my pleasure to introduce the recipient of the John A. Walter Scholar Athlete Award. This young man he just truly cares about this great college. He cares deeply about the lacrosse program through his leadership and commitment over the past 4 years. And I think more importantly, he truly cares for his teammates. His mental fortitude towards athletics and academics is second to none. He's maintained a 3.8 GPA in biochemistry and molecular biology for 4 years at the Valley. He's going to next fall attend Temple University's med school, so that's another great accomplishment. Athletically, I mean, I can honestly say that he never took a day off, and he brought his A game every single day. For 4 years, I could never recall him not competing at the highest level for every practice and every game he played in. I've been coaching for collegiately now for 30 years. And this young man goes down as truly one of the greatest athletes I've had the opportunity to coach. Congratulations, Austin Minnick.
And sticking with men's lacrosse at this time, I'd like to ask our next senior speaker from men's lacrosse, Cooper Garris, to join us here on stage.
Hey guys, hey Brett. On behalf of the men's lacrosse senior class, I would like to thank Coach Haas for the opportunity to share a little bit about my experience as a student athlete at LBC. Before I ever set foot on the field, I felt at home here with my team. The camaraderie of the senior class when I was a freshman made a huge impact on me, both as a player and as a person. And I noticed as my class grew older, so did we become closer as friends and as teammates. The seniors this year know the importance of standing by your teammates, especially when it gets tough throughout the season. Every team experiences setbacks, and in those moments, friendship can help everyone pull together and achieve their goals. We've always stuck together as a team. I remember going to hockey games as a freshman to support our teammate Clayton Garman and heckling the opposing team goalies. We would go to basketball games to watch Travis Conrad drop buckets, football games to see Kyle Murray make plays on defense, and soccer games to watch Ian McGinnis juke on the field. And then also women's lacrosse games to watch Emma Jones score more goals than our whole offense could generate in a half. But my point is this: as a family of student athletes, we have supported each other through the course of our time here, even outside of our own teams. The network of support has helped us all grow and is a unique experience that few people have had the chance to say they've been a part of. My first 3 years on the lacrosse team, I played offensive midfield, but this year I had the chance to do something different. Now a senior, I had the opportunity to fill a gap in our team's defense under Coach Dan Franz and my friend and teammate, Austin Minnick. They both showed me the ropes of playing a new position that I was not entirely familiar with. For me, it was fun to learn something new in my last season and to be a leader to some of the younger guys on the team. I hope that Cortland, Pat, Beardy, Connor, and Trevor continue to grow as student athletes and that they know just how proud the seniors are of them for everything they contributed on the field. This year has been very memorable for me, and I hope that lacrosse is a part of my career after graduation. We have one more chance to make the most of our opportunity tomorrow night when we take on our conference rival at Widener. I would like to thank all my teammates and the other student athletes for making this college experience truly great. Thank you.
Yeah, and as Coop goes back to his seat, if you guys haven't seen it, he wrote a really awesome piece for a class, and we stole that and put it on GoDutchman.com, a nice senior reflection. So yeah, if you guys get a chance to read that, you should check it out. And now we'll move on to our spring sports. Our first team is baseball, and our head coach, Keith Evans. Our assistant coaches, Chad Shell, Cliff Swisher, and John Love. Our team manager was Frank Neitz, and our captains were Zach Edwards, Michael Halseal, and Casey Wall. Our seniors were Corey Sell, Mike Puglisi, Zach Edwards, Casey Wall, Ross Strawbaugh, Phil Berry, and Mike Halseal. Our baseball MVP this year saved his best season for last. He just won the 2017 MAC Commonwealth batting title thanks to an impressive .454 batting average. He also racked up 44 hits, including 7 doubles and 3 triples, to go along with 24 RBI and 18 runs scored. He slugged .588 this spring with an on-base percentage of .509, and most recently, he was named the MAC Commonwealth Player of the Week. Our baseball MVP is Zach Edwards. Our next team, men's lacrosse. You just met him, head coach John Haas. Assistant coach Justin Kiefer, Dan Franz, and Dave Warmingham. Our team was managed by Jill Moffitt. Our captains, Baker Landon, Austin Minnick, and Coleman Wagner. Our seniors were Mitch Dowdy, Clayton Gorman, Coop Garris, Austin Minnick, Austin Farwell, Brett Kudlak, Kevin Masterson, Tristan Collini, Eric Wilcoxon, Ryan Pugh, Mac Meyer, and Baker Landon. And for men's lacrosse, we have co-MVPs this year. Our first MVP picked up where he left off following a junior campaign that saw him named IMLCA All-Region and MAC Commonwealth First Team All-Conference. This season he scored 12 goals and added an assist, a total of 13 points, to go along with 16 caused turnovers and 56 ground balls. Our second MVP recently became just the second player in this modern era to score 100 goals for his career, after setting the single-game program record for goals with 9 in a win over Alvernia. He's a two-time MAC Commonwealth Player of the Week, an ECAC South Player of the Week, and he was most recently named the USILA BSN Sports Division III National Player of the Week. Our men's lacrosse MVPs, Austin Minnick and Clayton Garvin. I feel like we put everybody in the back. As they're walking up, women's lacrosse, head coach, Jackie Dando, front and center. Assistant coaches, Laura Richmond, Marina Venezia. Team captains, Rachel Anderson and Emma Jones. Our seniors, Rachel Anderson and Kara Strack. Our women's lacrosse MVP is enjoying a fantastic junior campaign that's seen her surpass the 100 goals mark for her career, while also being named the MAC Commonwealth Player of the Week on 2 occasions. She followed up a sophomore season that saw her named All-Region, All-ECAC, and All-Conference by scoring a team-high 47 goals to go along with 12 assists, 28 caused turnovers, 39 ground balls, and 45 draw controls. Our women's lacrosse MVP is Emma Jones. Our next teams, men's and women's golf. Our head coach, Mike Swisher. Assistant coaches, Matt Cecil and Sue Robson. Our men's captains, Aaron Brown and Matt Eschbach. Our women's captain, Megan Kimmel. Our seniors, Aaron Brown, Matt Eschbach, Megan Kimmel, and Tom Matini. Our men's golf MVP burst onto the scene during his sophomore season and helped guide the Dutchman to team victories at Gettysburg's Fall Invitational and both LBC's Fall and Spring Dutchman Invitationals. He was also named the MAC Commonwealth Golfer of the Week following an outstanding show at Messiah's Falcon Classic in September, and just this afternoon earned first team all-conference honors at the MAC Championship. Congratulations to our men's golf MVP, David Hurst. Our women's MVP will graduate as the best player in the program's short history. She's a former MAC individual champion and MAC Women's Golfer of the Year. She's a 3-time first-team All-MAC honoree, and she recently capped her outstanding 4-year career with a 6th-place finish at this spring's MAC Championships en route to earning second-team All-Conference honors. Our women's golf MVP is Megan Kimmel. Up next, we have men's tennis. Our head coach, Dave Remsburg. Assistant coach, Jeff Robbins. Our seniors were Brent Greco, John Hastings, Nick Jones, and Yale Meyer. Our men's tennis MVP entered his senior season after a junior campaign that saw him earn MAC Commonwealth second-team All-Conference honors. He's won 12 matches in singles play and finished with a perfect 7-0 solo record against conference competition. He's also been part of 10 doubles victories and was recently named the MAC Commonwealth Player of the Week after winning 14 matches in a row. Congratulations to our men's tennis MVP, John Hastings. Moving on to women's tennis, our head coach, Joy Gray. Assistant coaches, Sam Lobenstein, Cliff Myers, Brittany Deerwechter, and Nicole Crackman. Our manager, Maria Scicchetti, and our seniors, Becky Pierpont and Alyssa Potosnik. Our women's tennis MVP has been outstanding for LBC from her number 3 and number 4 singles spots, winning a team-high 12 solo matches, including 8 in a row. She's also been part of 9 doubles victories this season and has been a key part of helping the Dutchman finish undefeated in conference play and clinch the number 1 seed in the upcoming MAC Commonwealth Championship tournament. Our women's tennis MVP is Alyssa Potosnik. Our next team is softball. Head coach, Joey Lai. Assistant coaches, Kristen Muller and Aaron Whitman. Our seniors this year, Kayla Belinsky, Sammy Boss, Haley Christensen, Elaine Gross, and Alyssa Robinson. Our softball MVP has been a force, both at the plate and inside the circle during a breakout sophomore campaign. Her .753 slugging percentage is tops among Dutchmen, as are her 27 RBI, 11 doubles, and 7 home runs. Not only is she currently batting .409, she's also picked up 9 wins as a starting pitcher, striking out 44 batters in more than 80 innings of work, and holding opposing hitters to a .288 batting average. For her effort, she's been pegged the ECAC South Player of the Week, after twice earning MAC Commonwealth Player of the Week honors this spring. Our softball MVP is Lexi Windsor. Our next program, men's and women's track and field. Our head coach, Melissa Byler. Assistant coaches, Frank Gilbert, James O'Brien, Jim Weaver, Matt Tholis, and Mariah Smolka. Our men's captains, Terrence Aviarmaya, Corey Keene, and Ian McGinnis. Our women's captains, Sarah Groh, Olivia Gingereski, and Alyssa Smale. Our seniors, Stephen Chappell, Lauren Decker, Ian Brown, Terrence Aviarmaya, Brittany Reese, Brad Hartman, Kevin Johnson, Ian McGinnis, Jermaine McQueen, Olivia Gingereski, Ibsen Powers, Josiah Schendel, Ben Tanner, and Dylan Yost. Our men's MVP is closing out a senior season in style after earning USTF CCCA All-Region honors during the indoor campaign, thanks to ECAC and MAC championships in the 800, as well as making up a leg of LBC's MAC championship winning 4x800 relay team. He earned first team all-conference honors in the 800, 4x800, 4x400, and DMR relays to close out indoor competition. And with the MAC Outdoor Championships looming next weekend, he's already qualified for the meet in a number of events after earning a spot on 5 of the program's all-time top 10 lists this season. Our men's track and field MVP is Terrence Aviarmaya. Our women's MVP continued her record-breaking career in both indoor and outdoor competition this season. She capped her indoor campaign by winning bronze and earning her 3rd USTF CCCA All-America honor in the high jump event at the NCAA Division III National Championships in March. She won MAC championships in all 3 jump events and picked up first team all-conference honors in the 60-meter hurls en route to being named the conference's Indoor Field Athlete of the Year for the 2nd straight season. She was named the USTF CCCA Indoor Regional Athlete of the Year for the 2nd time, and she recently earned the prestigious MAC Senior Scholar Athlete Awards for both indoor and outdoor track and field. Our women's track and field MVP is Olivia Gingereski. And switching back to our major award winners, now to present the LBC Athletic Service Award, which is given to a student athlete or group that makes our campus and our community a better place through charitable service. To present the award, here's LBC softball coach, Joey Lyon.
Before I announce the award, I was hoping that everyone could do me a big favor because it will absolutely mortify this young lady. If everyone can please just say happy birthday, Alyssa. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Alyssa. Thank you very much. When I took this job last summer, one of the things that I knew for sure was that I was inheriting a really great group of young ladies. But don't let that go to your heads. And thank you, Stacy. I'm up here today to recognize a hardworking and selfless young lady. She's made a difference by promoting and organizing community service events on and around campus. Each softball senior was asked to take charge of one community service event this school year. During the busiest student teaching semester of her career, she kicked it off by organizing a Special Olympic flag football event in the fall. She continued throughout the year to identify other opportunities the team could take advantage of. The biggest undertaking for her this season was much of the organization and implementation of our Autism Awareness Day. In my previous experiences coaching, much of the specialty game responsibilities fall upon the coaching staff. This year, all we had to do was order and pick up t-shirts. It was encouraging to see her and her classmates embrace the opportunity to make a difference. Following the games, she inquired about donating to a local autism organization. All proceeds from that day will be donated to an organization called Andrew's Gift, which will benefit a nonverbal boy with autism who she babysits. In addition to her work within the community, she has also taken on the responsibility of recording and reporting the team service hours, has twice been recognized on the MAC Academic Honor Roll, and is a two-time NFCA Scholar Athlete honoree. She will soon graduate as an early childhood and special education major, is currently the Secretary of Kappa Delta Pi, and works as a Valley Ambassador. It is my honor to present the 2017 LBC Athletic Service Award to Elaine Gross.
And now here to present the Student Athlete Advisory Committee Male and Female Team of the Year Awards. On behalf of SAC, joining us now, Allie Cable and Kyle Murray.
The 2017 male team experienced historic success by winning a program record 18 games, achieving its first ever national ranking and winning the first ECAC Division III championship in team history. The team featured 8 all-conference players and 2 all-region. They also helped with the American Foundation for Children with AIDS and Special Olympics. Congratulations to the 2017 Male Team of the Year, Lebanon Valley College's men's soccer.
I'm an athlete. So, 2017 LBC Female Team of the Year featured an athlete that won 2 All-American honors, multiple individual MAC championships, and a MAC Athlete of the Year award. The team earned a top 3 finish in conference overall in the spring of 2016 and the winter of 2017. The team also volunteered at the Mission Central Hub in Cleona. Congratulations to the 2017 Women's Team of the Year, Lebanon Valley College Women Track and Field.
And we got 2 more awards to present. First, the one named after one of the best to ever wear the blue and white here at LBC, Coach Lou Sorrentino. This award is given to Lebanon Valley College's top male student athlete. Coach Sorrentino was a 3-sport athlete in football, basketball, and baseball at LBC, and was an All-American football player. After graduating, he signed contracts with both the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Orioles. He later coached 3 sports simultaneously at LBC, baseball, football, and basketball, and later coached golf and served as LBC's athletic director for nearly 20 years. To present the award, here is cross-country head coach and track and field assistant, James O'Brien.
As a college coach, you spend a lot of time thinking about the future. With incoming freshmen, you think about where they might become during their 4 years of hard work and a little bit of luck colliding. The young man set to receive this year's Lou Sorrentino Outstanding Male Athlete Award could not have been present at this award ceremony 4 years ago because he did not compete during his freshman year in college. In fact, he had not competed in cross country or track and field since his freshman year in high school. After a brief tryout period at the beginning of his sophomore year, we could see that there was innate talent. He quickly went from being a young man with some potential to an immediate impact player on our relays. Fast forward 2 years later, he's one of the premier middle distance runners in our conference and our region. This winter alone, he led our men's indoor track and field team to a second place finish at the Mid-Atlantic Conference Championships by virtue of winning the 800-meter run, running a leg on our gold medal 4x8 relay, as well as legs on our silver medal DMR and silver medal 4x4. 1 week later, he won the individual ECAC crown in the 800 meters while also anchoring our 4x800 meter relay to the same effect. All of this success led to his being named USTF CCCA Mideast All-Region this winter. In addition to the good genes that our male outstanding athlete, Terrence Caballero, has been blessed with, is an incredible amount of determination, grit, and desire to succeed. His lack of experience has never been a deterrent to his forward-looking vision, expectations, and leadership in our program. Terrence, our team and athletic community is incredibly grateful for your contributions over the last 2.5 years. We're equally excited for your upcoming postseason. Congratulations, Terrence.
And our final major award this evening is the Outstanding Female Athlete Award. This honor is given to Lebanon Valley College's top female student athlete as voted by the coaching staff. And this award has been given every year since 1972. And for just the second time in this event's history, we have co-winners of the award. To present the award to our first recipient, here's track and field head coach, Melissa Byler.
It is my pleasure to be presenting one of this year's Co-Outstanding Female Athlete Awards. From the first time that she stepped on LBC's campus for her recruiting visit, it was apparent from her enthusiasm that LBC was going to be a perfect fit academically and athletically for Olivia Gingereski. Her first 2 years as a Dutchman were filled with challenging moments. What most people don't realize is that Olivia came to LBC with a severe back fracture. Being unable to finish her freshman season and having bouts of ongoing pain, doctor visits, and inactivity through her sophomore year, Olivia and I had a hard talk about what her future would hold. Wanting to live a healthy lifestyle when she's older, choices were really limited. She could either stop competing, she could continue once she was able, or take a complete 6 to 8 months rest, which we weren't sure would help or not. Gradually coming back early in the 2015-16 season, we immediately realized that she'd be able to do some things that she hadn't prior. Since then, she hasn't looked back or taken any time off. Olivia went on in her junior year to be a 2-time All-American for indoor and outdoor track and field in the high jump. She was crowned the MAC Women's Field Athlete of the Year and broke numerous school records. This year, she again earned an All-American indoor status at the NCAA Championships, has broken a few more records, and received a few more titles. Her senior campaign is still underway as we compete at Outdoor Conference Championships this week and hopes for a bright postseason to follow. I feel so blessed to have been a part of Olivia's career at Lebanon Valley. She has not only left her mark on LBC as one of the college's all-time elite track and field athletes, more importantly, she has demonstrated that perseverance, hard work, and the steadfast will to achieve can overcome any hurdles that you encounter. These characteristics will take her far in life and guide her to all the successes she has yet to achieve. Olivia.
And joining us once again to present the second award, head softball coach Joey Lyon.
I'm sure you're all shocked. In all seriousness, everyone in this room knows that Sammy is a stud, so I'll get right to it. Many of you have had the privilege of watching Sammy perform on both the soccer and softball fields over the past 4 years, have followed her successes, watched her break, and then crush school and NCAA records. But the most amazing thing that can be observed in the world of Sammy Gost is her genuine humility. If you didn't read it or see it for yourself, you would never know that Sammy was recognized multiple times as a MAC Player of the Week, the first athlete in conference history to win both Rookie of the Year and Player of the Year in the same season. Selected to the All-Conference first team each of her first 3 seasons, with her 4th yet to be announced. 3-time first team All-Region, a 2nd, 3rd, and first team All-American, an all-division NCAA record holder with 97 consecutive stolen bases, an NFCA Scholar Athlete, an academic All-American, and an LBC multi-record holder. And that is just softball and just scratching the surface. A couple of Sammy's soccer highlights include 3-time first team All-Conference, 3-time second team All-Region, first team academic All-American, and again an LBC multi-record holder. Sammy's accolades speak for themselves and are a testament to her through-the-roof work ethic. Everyone knows they can find Sammy either at her study table, just outside the door, in the gym, or out for a run. She expects the best in every aspect of her life and works hard to make it a reality. In addition to her successes on the field, Sammy also holds an impressive 3.9 GPA within the physical therapy program. Her ability to balance her passions and excel in all of them is inspirational. It is my honor to present the 2017 Co-Outstanding Woman Athlete Award to Sammy Gost.
And then Sammy, before you go, we have one last thing for you. At this time, I'd like to ask President Thane and Rick Beard to rejoin us on the stage. Sammy, in recognition of your amazing career and unparalleled success on the softball field and in the classroom, coming at the recommendation of your coaches, the LBC Athletic Hall of Fame Committee, and the college's president and vice presidents, we're thrilled to announce that your softball jersey will be retired and will hang in the Hall of Champions here in the Sports Center. So that jersey will join past Southern Valley College legends from other sports. But Sammy, yours will be the first in LBC's softball program. We haven't framed it yet. You're going to need it for playoffs next weekend. But we're thrilled to be able to make this announcement tonight so you can share the achievement with your family, coaches, and peers. Coach Lai went over all your accomplishments. We won't do it again. But congratulations, Sammy, on all your success these past 4 years. At this time, we'd like to recognize our 13 distinguished student athletes. These are senior student athletes who have earned 8 varsity letters or have achieved outstanding regional or national recognition in their sports. They are Cam Alexander from men's soccer, Sammy Boss from softball and women's soccer, Lauren Decker from women's cross country and track and field, Alex Detweiler from men's soccer, Clayton Garman from men's lacrosse, Terrence Aviarline from men's cross country and track and field, Brendan Irving from football, Olivia Gingereski from women's track and field, Megan Kimmel from women's golf, Ian McGinnis from men's soccer and track and field, Austin Minnick from men's lacrosse, Greta Weidemoyer from volleyball, and Brian Weller from football. Congratulations to all you guys. And then finally, before we go, we'd like to recognize our LBC Scholar athletes, who represent the true definition of the term student athlete, thanks to their combination of athletic skill and academic achievement. Each of these young men and women are juniors or seniors who have earned a 3.5 cumulative GPA or higher throughout their careers. And this is awesome because this year we honor an incredible 77 Scholar athletes. So at this time, I'd like to recognize each of you guys. When your name's called, please come forward. Join us on the stage area. You know, the first one's up. Come on stage with us, and then Stacy will direct you around the outer edge. And you can receive a token of our appreciation, and please remain up here with us until all the names are called, so you guys can be recognized as a group. Again, each of these student athletes is a junior or senior with a 3.5 or higher cumulative GPA. Colin Albright from baseball, Erin Angelini from women's soccer, Cam Avery from men's soccer, Abby Barnhart from volleyball and women's track and field, Kevin Beaver from men's lacrosse, Sammy Boss, softball, women's soccer, Julia Brewer from women's lacrosse, Danielle Burns from women's swimming, Allie Cable from volleyball, Laura Siukta from women's swimming, Tyler Conlon from football, Lauren Decker from women's cross country and track and field, Becca Derdinger from women's track and field, Sarah DiMaggio from field hockey, Casey Dombrowski from field hockey, Elizabeth Durda from women's tennis, Zach Edwards from baseball, Matt Eschbach from men's golf, Shay Fisher from cheerleading, Maddie Fox from field hockey, Katie Frace from swimming, Tom Gallagher, football, Clayton Gorman, men's lacrosse, Nate Gibbons, men's soccer, Katie Gingrich, women's swimming, Elaine Gross, softball, Sarah Groh, women's cross country, track and field, Terrence Aviarma, men's cross country, track and field, John Harnett, baseball, Brad Hartman, men's track and field, Michael Hausiel, baseball, Jay Ilgenfritz, men's soccer, Rachel Jones, cheerleading, Alexa Kanakri, women's ice hockey, Brittany Kettinger, women's cross country, track and field, Megan Kimmel, women's golf, John Koch, men's soccer, Bree Kohler, women's swimming, Hannah Kramlich, women's cross country and track and field, Danielle Crick, women's tennis, RJ Kupcho, men's basketball, Hannah Keurig, women's cross country and track and field, Chris Kurtz, men's swimming, Kira Lancaster, women's swimming, Lexi Lance, women's basketball, Ian Lloyd, men's swimming, McKenna Loopold, field hockey, Yale Meyer, men's tennis, Eric Marrero from baseball, Sierra Marshall, women's lacrosse, Maddie Martin, women's swimming, Andrew Martz from men's swimming, John McHale, men's soccer, Mac Meyer, men's lacrosse, Austin Minnick, men's lacrosse, Ryan Natale, men's track and field, Jess Allline, women's track and field, Andy Orr, men's basketball, Caitlin Partington, cheerleading, Alyssa Potosnik, women's tennis, Brittany Reese, women's cross country, track and field, Taylor Reinhold, women's soccer, Kristen Robeson, women's soccer, Megan Ross, women's soccer, Julia Rutherford, women's tennis, Josiah Schendel, men's cross country, track and field, Nick Scullen, men's cross country and track and field, Corey Sell from baseball, Alyssa Smale, women's track and field, Katie Stevens, field hockey, Ben Tanner, men's cross country, track and field, Kira Vallon from women's swimming, Emily Wallach from women's swimming, Monica Wassick from women's golf, Morgan Webb from volleyball, Greta Weidemoyer from volleyball, and Laura Zimmerman from women's soccer. That's awesome. Congratulations. Applause for all of you guys. And then before we go this evening, we'd like to ask all our major award winners to hang back for a second. Hang right here in front of the stage. We'll get some photos of you guys before you head out. And finally, thank you to all of you guys for making the 2016-17 season one of the best ever for LBC Athletics. On behalf of the entire athletic staff, I want to say congratulations and well done to our fall and winter teams and to our spring teams still in competition. Good luck and go far in your guys' postseasons. And then lastly, to the seniors, we wish you nothing but the best in all that you guys do moving forward, wherever your future takes you, and we hope that you come back often to celebrate what you've accomplished here at LBC. And to cheer on your fellow Dutchmen as well. as everyone was saying, the coaches were saying, Rick was saying, President Thane had said, you guys are phenomenal. Some of the records you guys have set, your performance in the classroom, the chance that we've got to know you guys as people, not just as athletes, on a roster, a number, a name. It's truly our honor to congratulate you guys on an outstanding season and wish you the best in all that you're doing. We couldn't do what we do if it wasn't for you guys. And remember, the banners in this gym, the trophies in the cases, the uniforms that hang in these rafters, you guys need to take pride in the fact that all of you put them there. We thank you all for celebrating with us this evening, and have a great rest of your night. Thank you guys.